Welcome back to the Custom Tackle Authority podcast. I'm Shawn Akemon, your host, aka Custom Tackle Authority on TikTok. And this is a show where we sit down with the builders, anglers, creators, and innovators helping shape today's custom tackle community. Today's guest is someone who has a foot in several different worlds. He's the owner of Fin Hunter Tackle. It's a custom tackle company producing everything from shark leaders to drum rigs to soft plastics for freshwater. He's also an active fishing creator, member of Live On Nation. So we welcome you in. Today we're going to be talking about custom tackle, fishing content, saltwater versus freshwater, and what it takes to build gear anglers trust when it matters. When it matters the most. So the first question, everybody sees the finished bait. Nobody sees what it takes to get there. So people open your website and they see shark rigs, soft plastics, leaders, but they don't see the hours behind those products. So walk me through what a normal week actually looks like for you.
Well, I don't actually make tackle full time. I actually work a full-time job too.
Okay.
I work for a freight company. I'm fortunate enough to where I only work 4 days a week, so I make tackle the other 3 days a week.
Okay. So when you're off, do you bake tackle pretty much all day, or is it just like you hop in there and do it when you can, or?
No, on my days off, I pretty much make tackle all day, unless we've got something to do.
Right.
Sometimes kids want to go fishing, stuff like that. The only time that I'll really put everything aside and grind making tackle out is if I have orders, or if I have a tackle shop that needs something that I don't have made. Then that's when I'll sit down and I'll be like, all right, I got to do this before.
Right. And you don't go live while you're making tackle, right?
I don't.
I haven't seen. Yeah.
I probably should. I probably need to, but I haven't done it before.
Yeah. It's not. You got the shop. Looks like you could just go live in your shop. Might as well.
Yeah.
Just walk around
Yeah.
and. I do hear that it's a little difficult to keep up with chat while you're trying to work, and kind of takes productivity down a little bit. But
I can see that.
Yeah. So how often do you find time to fish?
Oh, about every weekend.
Every weekend?
I have to. I gotta fish. I can't go and not fish.
Right.
So yeah, I have to. Most of the time on my days off, I'll fish at least 2, probably 3 days a week.
Nice.
Yeah, and whether that be hitting a pond. I'll run to the lake on my days off. Just some kind of body of water I can be at that I'm going to fish in.
So, do you prefer saltwater or freshwater? I know you make stuff for both.
Oh, man, that's a tough one. They're each their own animal.
Okay.
I love both of them because they both offer so many different things.
Okay.
And that'd be really tough for me to pick one or the other.
Okay. So you spend a lot of time making baits. Do you ever you kind of regret it that you started doing it and you don't get as much time to fish, or do you enjoy that just as much as you do fishing?
I enjoy it just as much as I do fishing. Yep.
Okay.
I love making baits. It's something that I wanted to do for a long time. I had talked about making my own baits and all that for several years, honestly, until I finally sat down and was like, I'm gonna stop talking about it. I'm just gonna do it.
Right.
And I'd started making baits just for myself, and then I had started making baits for friends and stuff like that. And then it got to the point to where people was like, you should start making these and selling them. And I was always like, nah, I ain't doing that. Well, then it got to the point where I started thinking about it, and I'm like, they're right, I should. So that's kind of how that whole thing started.
Right. Yeah, that's my dad made baits, but it was all just for our use. So
yeah, that's how it started out with me.
Okay. So you love to fish and you love to make baits. So what's better for you, catching something on a bait that you made or watching somebody catch something on a bait that you made?
It's definitely watching somebody.
Okay.
I get more satisfaction out of people sending me pictures or videos or like the ones that you send me. It's like, hey, I caught this on your lure, or I caught this on your bait or your rig or whatever. I get more enjoyment out of that than I do catching something myself on something that I made.
Yeah. I feel like as a tackle maker, you almost have to have that mindset. I mean, that has to be a part of it. Otherwise, you'd just be fishing.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
It's. I guess you could say it's almost more satisfying
right.
seeing somebody else catch stuff on my tackle.
Um, have you ever had somebody catch their personal best on one of your baits?
Yes, I actually had a one of my son's friends caught his PB on one.
Nice. How big was it?
Yeah, 3.5 pounds. Yeah,
Hey,
he's he's 10 years old,
I bet that
so
was
three and a
might as well
half to
been a 10
him.
pounder for him.
Exactly. Yep.
Yep. Um, so what was that like? I mean, was it? I mean, see somebody catch their PB like that, and just the amount of excitement that they have. Does that bleed over into the amount of excitement you have, or is it all? I mean, just they caught it on your bait, so it's all the same.
No, it's very exciting for me. It's like I had somebody buy some saltwater tackle from me, and sent me a picture on Facebook of a big saltwater striper that he caught on one of them, and I'm like, man, that's awesome. Like like I said, I enjoyed seeing them do that more than if I would have done it.
Right. Um, I know when I was fishing with Dad, and we were in the boat. Whenever I was catching stuff on baits that he made, I mean, it didn't matter if he caught a fish or not. He just loved watching it happen.
Yep, that's kind of
Um,
the way with that it is with me now that my son, like I said, he's 10 years old, but he is die hard fishing. And so used to, it was more about me. I want to go out and catch a big one, but now to go out like he's 10. His personal best right now is 5'2", and to see him catch something like that, I'm like, I don't even care if I catch anything. To see him doing
right.
that,
And
that's awesome.
yeah, as a father, I understand that. I had ditch pickle watching him come up and fish, and as they're growing up, they get in and out of it.
Yeah,
They'll be diehard in it for a while, and then school or girls or whatever get in the way, and
yeah,
then they don't go, and then they come back, and now he's you know just as much or even more into it than I am, and
hmm,
being more into it than me is pretty hard. So um,
yeah.
yeah, it's fun watching him catch fish when we're out. So I definitely understand that side of it. You go live fishing? Do you go live when you're fishing some?
Nah,
No. Okay.
probably need to do that too. Now, my son has actually mentioned doing it before, but like I said, I just haven't
Yeah,
done it yet.
it's fun. You should try it.
Definitely give it a shot. He got
Definitely
me
give it a
into it,
shot.
and
It's
I'll
fun. It's you know, especially on days when you're not catching many. I mean, it's fun to just sit there and talk to people, especially when you don't
Yeah,
get a bunch of. It's almost funner when you first start when you don't have like you know a bunch of people in there. Or I mean, I still don't sometimes, but sometimes I get like 100 people in there, and you can't keep up with the comments. And you got the trolls, but when you first start
yeah.
out, you've only got like a small group of people that's in there, and they're it's fun to just be there and talk to the people. And I'm sure like Brock's and all of us would be in there and just talk while we're fishing, and it is
Hmm.
pretty fun. So you should definitely give that a shot.
Oh, I love watching y'all. Like whenever you go live, I really enjoy getting in there watching y'all and chatting, commenting with y'all and stuff. It's a lot of fun.
We'll be back out tomorrow. I'm sure I'll have that chatterbait going.
Nice.
Yeah, we're going back out to the same lake we went to last Friday. Um, so let's see. I hadn't had a chance to really
I'll,
go through these questions yet, so I'm going off the cuff as much as you are. So, social media. How much has social media helped your business, do you think?
oh, it's helped it out a lot. TikTok, I think TikTok's a better platform as far as all that stuff goes, because I've had my Facebook going just as long as I have my TikTok, and I've got way more followers and stuff on TikTok than I do on Facebook, and I've made more sales through TikTok than I have Facebook.
Well, that's
Instagram,
good.
I don't really do much on Instagram. I have one, but I don't like I said, I don't really do anything on it. But for me, TikTok has been the better platform for me.
Yeah, and for me too, honestly. So, I saw you got your website up and going. I was on there today.
Yep.
Um,
Did you
Well,
see
maybe
the color
just-
swatches that you suggested me do?
I did not. I'll have to go look at those.
I finally figured that. I figured out how to do that. I figured out how to make it to where it just shows one bait, and then I can go under there and you can pick different colors and stuff like that.
Okay. Does the
It's,
big
it's
picture
definitely
change?
a learning curve.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Does
Yeah.
so the picture changes? That's awesome.
Yep.
I mean, that's just like the big guys do it, moving
Yeah.
up in the world. But the
yeah,
site,
it's definitely
the
a
site
learning
looked really
curve for
good.
me.
Yeah, the site looked really good. So, did you build it yourself?
No, my sister-in-law actually helped me do it. My sister-in-law got the base of it ready for me.
Right.
And then, so now it's me going in and adding stuff and putting product on there. And I still have a lot of stuff that I don't have on there yet. So every week I'm slowly adding more and more to it.
Okay. So would you say the majority of your business comes from social media, or do you think, or did you sell before you went to social media?
But it's definitely social media.
Definitely social media.
Yeah.
Um,
Yep. I mean, I've set up at vendors and stuff like that and sell stuff, but it's mostly a local crowd.
right.
But social media, I mean, I've had orders from all over the place, so it's definitely gives you a wider platform.
Okay. Yeah, it does. It does. Speaking of that, I'm gonna go ahead and say it here. Sometime early next year, I'm gonna do a. Were you in here when I was talking about the Gunnerville thing? Okay, I think you were trying to get on live then. So I'm gonna set up basically a swap meet of or like a vendor event for custom tackle makers only at Gunnerville. So
Okay.
I'm gonna try to schedule it around maybe another big tournament down there, and have a tournament of ourselves. Like I think Pork Chop's going to come in with Heroes on the Water and have a tournament, like a kayak tournament somewhere down there, and then But I want to do it at a big lake like that has natural people coming in at that time. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
not just like a little lake out in the middle of nowhere. I want to have active tourists coming in. So,
Right. Oh, I'd definitely be down for that. That'd be a lot of fun.
so I'll let you know. Just keep an eye out for that. Do you find it hard to sometime? Social media in itself is kind of a job. I mean, keeping up with that, keeping pictures up there, keeping it fresh and staying active. Do you find that hard? To keep track of that when you're trying to, do your job and do your tackle and all that, or?
Yeah, I do. Because I know a lot of times, I'll make new colors or something like that, and I'll make a bunch of them, and I won't take pictures of them. And I'm like, well, I should have took pictures of those so I could put them on Facebook or TikTok or even add them to my website.
Right.
But I'll get so caught up in the moment of making them and trying to make a bunch of them that I won't think anything of it until after the fact. So it is kind of hard to do all that and post and try to keep a website updated and all that stuff. It can get kind of crazy.
Yeah, I feel you. I get things all the time when I'm like, man, why didn't I take a picture of that, or why didn't I post that?
Yep.
Yeah, It's rough sometimes. So actually running the tackle company. So how long have you been selling tackle?
Like officially, about a year now is when I
About a year now?
actually yeah. So it's about a year ago is when I actually set it up as a LLC and started doing the website thing and trying to actually sell and not to just people
Yeah.
I know. I've been doing that for about a year now.
Yeah. So what's something that, I mean, I know you probably get people all the time, or at least sometimes, be like, "Yeah, I should make my own baits," or I make them in my garage and thinking about selling them. So what's something about running a tackle company that those people don't realize?
It's the most expensive way to get free baits. That's the best way I can describe it. It's the most expensive way to get free baits.
That is.
No, I mean, if somebody wanted to do it, I would encourage them to do it. I mean, it's a lot of fun. And the cool thing about, being a custom tackle maker is the sky's the limit. You can do whatever you want,
Right. So have you ever had days running fin hunter that you're like, nope, I'm done. I don't want to do it no more. Then you go.
Not really.
Not really. Well, that's
not
good.
Not really. At least not yet. Anyways.
Right.
I find myself trying to work through my regular work week, trying to hurry up and get that over with, just so I can make tackle.
Well, that's good. That's good to have.
I really have a passion for it. Really have a drive for it.
That's good. I know on the last podcast we talked about burnout and how it can happen. You get burnt out. You're like, I don't even want to see a bait anymore.
Yeah,
and,
I mean, I can definitely see that. I can see it now. Maybe I don't make enough right now for that to happen. Maybe if I start getting bigger and I have to make way more baits, I could see that definitely being a thing.
Yeah, and actually becomes more of a job than a passion.
Yep. Yep.
Just keep an eye out for that. But yeah, I mean, you got my phone number. If you ever get to that point, you just call me and I'll talk you down off the ledge. You don't want to.
I might need it.
You make too much.
I'll convince you to keep making them.
Oh yeah, I might need it at some point.
So in 5 years, what do you want fin hunter tackle to look like?
In 5 years, I would love to be able to quit my full-time job and make tackle full-time. I don't know if it would happen in 5 years. My end goal, I eventually would love to have my own tackle store.
Okay.
That's my end goal is to be able to have my own tackle store. And I fish the Outer Banks a lot, and bass fishing is just as big at the Outer Banks as it is more inland, and so you kind of get the best of both worlds. So my end result would be to have a freshwater, saltwater tackle store somewhere in that area.
Okay. So if you did that, would you make tackle in the tackle store and then sell sell your own stuff too? So you just have like a whole complete workshop? That's actually a pretty interesting idea.
That's what I would like to do. Yeah. Everything be made in-house by me, or if it's busy enough, I hire people to help me, stuff like that.
Okay. Oh, so you're talking about like a tackle shop of only your stuff?
No, I mean, possibly, but depending on how popular it would be, I could see that being a lot.
Mm-hmm. But
majority my stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like even if you did a tackle store with, everybody else's stuff, if they've got it, I mean, it's like going to Buc-ee's and they're making the beef jerky right there. I mean, why are you going to buy the stuff off of the shelf that, has been sitting there for years when you can watch them make it?
Right.
So I feel like it'd kind of be in the same realm. So even if you had other people's stuff, you would probably sell more of yours anyway. Yeah.
And if I was to do something like that, I would try to source in small people like me.
Right.
I would try to stay away from the big box store kind of thing. I would try to see if I could source out local people, or even non-local people, but that are small mom and pop kind of place like myself.
Okay, I might know a guy who might be able to hook you up with some people.
Okay.
You ever get to that
know
point?
him too.
Yeah. So you're there 5 years down the road or 10 years down the road. You have your tackle store. You're selling your bait. You're making your stuff in there. What part of the company right now do you hope doesn't change?
What part of it that I hope don't change is everything being personal. As far as like, I don't want to get to a point to where I mass produce. I want it to be, I made this, each one of them, straight from me to you. I don't want to have stuff made for me and then come to me and then that's what you get. So I want everything to stay personal, like it is right now. Like I handle every bait, every rig. I hand crimp everything. I hand make, everything, and I would want to stay that way.
Okay, yeah, and for me, that's one of the appeals of custom tackle is every one of them's touched, and if you get some of them off the shelf, that is not the case at all.
Right.
It's all mass produced, mass packaged, mass shipped. Nobody ever really even sees it. So
that's right. Even now, like to the point to where I had a big order going to a tackle store, and I had to get my kids and my mom had to come out to the shop and help me bag and print labels, and it's like I had to have all hands on deck just to get everything done, And I like that. I like that the family can be involved and all that.
Yeah, and your wife is fairly involved, I think I just saw a picture of her at a vendor event with you. I thought I remembered that she had something to do with it, or I don't know. So she does help.
Yeah,
the wife and kids helps in the shop sometimes.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, my wife, she's involved with it. She goes to vendors with me. The tackle delivery that I just did at the beach a few weeks ago, she went with me with that. And if I need packages shipped or anything like that, I'll box them up and label them, leave them on the kitchen table. She goes and drops them off for me the next day.
Nice. So we had a scare not too long ago of TikTok going away. A couple of years ago or a year ago, however long it was. So if it went away, if all social media got banned tomorrow, do you think Fin Hunter would survive?
I think it would hurt very bad until I started getting more website traffic. That would be my key thing at that point, would be how do I get more website traffic?
Okay.
Because like I said, social media right now is kind of what's built my brand so far.
Yeah. And just sitting here thinking about that question myself, I don't really know. Because even a lot of the, gurus and the pros out there, the way you get more website traffic is through social media. So
exactly. Yep.
That would that'd be tough, but I'm sure you'd figure it out. So is there a bait that you have that you love that just doesn't sell very well?
Yes. That would be the jackrabbit.
Jackrabbit?
Yeah.
That's like the first thing that I got from you. It was
It is.
The whole color jackrabbit. Yeah.
Yeah. For some reason, I don't understand if it's my area or what. Now, I've sold a few of them here and there online, but that's one of the baits that I thought was going to be the ticket, and I thought it was going to be a hot seller, but it's just not. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a little too out of the box for people. I don't know.
Yeah. Do you still? You still throw it? Do you like to throw it, or do you pitch?
Oh, yeah.
Do you pitch? Okay. What's your favorite kind of fishing? Like, are you a power fishing guy? Do you fish all soft plastics?
No, I'm actually real big into throwing crankbaits. I love throwing crankbaits. I'd say I'm more of a power fisherman more than I am a finesse fisherman.
I'm right there with you.
Yeah, I'd rather be, burning up swim bait or, something like that. Now, I will slow down and fish if I have to, but I don't prefer to.
Yeah, and I'm the
I
same
know a
way.
guy like that.
Yeah, yeah. I
I think
can
I've
fish
seen that
slow.
before
I
too.
just don't like to if I don't have to.
Yeah,
Try to throw in a wacky rig while he's got the trolling motor on high. Yeah, it ain't too fun.
Yeah, you'll figure it
got to
out.
have a turbo to catch that
I'll
thing.
figure it out.
And just get you a 9-1 to 9-1 ratio reel and burn that sucker in.
I actually fish so fast that I have to buy slow retrieve reels to keep myself from overworking a bait.
Yeah. And I do the same thing. I got a tip from Rick Clunn. I mean, not a personal tip. It was, on TV.
Yeah, you just
Long,
texted him.
yeah, I just texted
He
Rick.
just called. He just called him
Yeah.
up. Got him on speed dial.
He mentioned on TV one time that every one of his setups is exactly the same. Same line, same reel, same rod. And, he doesn't have specialty for anything. That way he knows when he picks it up, he doesn't have to think about how fast he needs to reel it, how slow he needs to reel it. This is a high-speed reel, so I got to slowly retrieve down. Everything's exactly the same. And I kind of built my fishing arsenal on that principle. Now, I have a couple different ones, but they're all right there in that 7-1, ratio. So I don't, 7-1, 7-3. So
Yeah,
I kind of get a feel for how fast I need to reel it and not have to think too much about it.
yeah.
I had the same issue. Back when I was young, I was just buying all kinds of things because, Bassmaster said it was cool. And I got a high-speed reel for, flipping and pitching. And then I found myself, I'd put something else on it, and I would just be burning the crap out of it, not even realize it. And so, yeah, I just went back to all, 7-something, 7-3, 7-1, right in that range, 7-6 maybe. And they're all pretty well the same across the board. So
That's what I had to do. Any bait that I move with the reel, I have a slow retrieve reel on it. Any bait that I move with the rod, whether that be soft plastics, jig, anything like that, I have high speed reels on those.
yeah. See, the problem with mine is I don't fish soft plastic enough, other than my spinning reel, which that's almost exclusively soft plastic. But most of my rods are set up where I can fish anything.
Yeah.
I can put a 10-inch worm on it, or I can put a chatterbait on it, or I can put something else. Now my crankbait rod, I have 2 crankbait rods that are medium, glass rods, but so you said that freshwater and saltwater are different animals. What do you like about saltwater fishing that you don't get in freshwater fishing?
The bigger fish and the harder fights. That's why I say it's I have the same love for both, but it's a different love for both, if that makes any sense at all. The freshwater, I mean, I love hooking into a 4 or 5 pounder. Saltwater, I do a lot of shark fishing. I love shark fishing, and it's something completely different about hooking into a 8-foot shark, and you're strapped into a harness, and you've got these big reels, and you fighting that shark for 20 minutes, opposed to catching a 5 pounder in 10 seconds. You got him to the boat. Even
Right.
though I love it, it's a whole different world on both.
Yeah, you
And
can't.
it's once you do that, like when I got into shark fishing, I mean, it was lights out. It was game over. I was like, this is where it's at. This is awesome. The problem is I can't do it all the time because I live 4 hours from the beach. So I'm fortunate enough my mom has a place at the beach, so I can come and go whenever I want to.
But it's still
So,
4 hours away.
Exactly. Right. Yeah. It's still 4 hours away. But so I don't saltwater fish as much as I freshwater fish. But like I said, I have the same love for both, but it's different category, I guess you would say.
Right. So it's like the love of your kids versus the love of your wife. Different
Exactly.
different
Yeah,
love.
exactly.
Same end, but
Yep.
it's a different thing completely. You can't compare the two.
It
Um,
is. And then another thing too, it's like when I fish, I mostly just bass fish as far as freshwater goes. Sometimes I'll throw a crappie jig and try to catch a crappie or something like that. But it's like when I saltwater or when I freshwater fish, I know I'm catching a bass. I know that's what I'm going for. But when I saltwater fish, whether I'm going out on the boat or whether I'm surf fishing, I can put out a few different rods. I can put out something for shark. I can put out something for drum, and you don't know. You don't know what's going to hit it. You don't know if you're going to catch a big red or if you're going to catch a 6 foot shark. And it's the mysterious, being mysterious like that, and the unknown is really addictive.
have you ever caught something in saltwater? You're like, what the heck is this thing?
Yes, and ended up being a what they call a toadfish.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, had no clue what it was.
I'd have to look that up. I have no idea what that is.
That just sounds gross.
It does.
It is. It looks. Whatever you're picturing in your head, that's what it looks like.
So, is there anything out there that you want the listeners to know about you aside from fishing or tackle making? I know you said that you work for a freight company, and like how'd you get into fishing? Were you like fishing on your dad's lap at 2 years old, or was it something your friend got you into when you were 15? Or
Basically, yeah. So my mom actually loves to fish, and I got introduced to fishing when I was little, probably 6, 7, 8 years old. And it was just throwing a little jig, catching a brim or catching a crappie or something like that.
yeah.
My dad was actually he was the saltwater guy, so I think that's where I got both of it from. Was my mom's side was all about bass fishing, catfish, and stuff like that, and my dad was a diehard saltwater guy. We used to go to the beach with my dad every weekend and saltwater fish. So that's kind of where I feel like that's where I got the both worlds thrown at me.
Yeah, that's a good problem to have.
It
Other
is.
than it's twice as expensive
It is.
because you can't really use the one tackle for the other. You have to have two
No.
sets.
Yep, you do.
And so you said you shark fish mostly. Do you do? And you said you surf fish. Do you
Yep.
pretty much exclusively shark fish now when you go to the beach, or is it pretty?
No. It's everything. I'll most of the time when I surf fish, I'll throw out several different rods with different rigs, different setups on each one of them, targeting basically different species.
Okay.
I mean, sometimes I'll set 5 or 6 rods up, in a 50-foot, 60-foot stretch. And it's basically different rigs and different, how far you throw them out and stuff like that. So I pretty much just target whatever I know I can target.
Yeah. Do you ever do into the drone fishing, or like where you take the bait out with the drone, or take it out with a boat, or do you just cast?
All the above.
All the above.
Yeah.
I have a drone that I use to take baits out. In some places where you can't fly a drone, you can actually see it behind me right there. There's a boat that I use to take my baits out whenever you can't. Whenever I'm in an area where I can't fly a drone.
Okay. So if you could go back, you said you started this a year ago. I assume you were probably building baits, 2 years ahead or a year or so ahead of that,
Yeah.
actually making baits. So if you could go back 2 years ago and tell yourself one thing, what would it be?
Start now, don't wait.
Yeah,
If I could go back to when I, first originally started thinking about it and tell myself that, like, start it now. Don't wait for 2 years from now. Go ahead and do it now. That would be what I would tell myself.
Okay. Well, I think that's about it for what I've got. I hadn't been able to go through my questions and figure everything out because there were some that didn't really make much sense. But anyhow, I did see some questions come up through the chat. Pork chop, you got those? I know one said, ask you if you fish the point. G-Paw asked if you fish the point.
Yep.
Yep.
It's I do fish the point, but you got to get there early because it's elbow to elbow.
Yeah, and,
most of the time I ride through there, and if I see a bunch of people already there, I keep on driving.
Tackle Box asked what website he uses.
So what website host do you use?
Wix.
Wix. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I use too.
Yeah.
And then Jovan's asked what is the name of the site.
His
it's
name?
finhuntertackle.com.
Yep. G. Paul says that he fishes once or twice a year at the point. It's his favorite place.
Yeah, it's really good. But tell him to message me, and I'll tell him some other good spots to go next time he goes if he don't want to have to fight with everybody else at the point.
Did you hear that, G. Paul?
You heard it here first, G. Paul.
That's
got
right.
the secret spots.
Yeah,
got some good spots.
Get some
got
secret
some good
local spots.
out there. Yep.
Get a hold of Fin Hunter. So is there anything else that you want to go over? Anything else you want to talk about, or?
Nah, not
got any
I can think of,
exclusives that you're going to launch soon that we can hear about
you got
first?
any baits coming out that you haven't released yet, or?
I don't have a particular style, but I do have a color that I'm probably fixing to drop this weekend, and it's bad. If you like electric shad, you'll like it.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I still got to get some yellow snow rip shads for my my white and chartreuse chatterbaits because
yep. I'm actually gonna have those out to you next week.
Sweet.
Yep.
Love the yellow snow, little flukes.
Yeah.
Little tiny ones.
That's an awesome color.
I might have to downsize tomorrow. No.
Yeah. Because I don't have you don't have the bigger flukes, do you? You just have the smaller ones, the four.
I just have the 4 inches right now.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I eventually am going to start doing the 5-inch ones though, because I've had a lot of people ask me for them, ask me if I make bigger ones, and I just haven't got the mold for it yet. But I am going to start doing 5-inch.
How many bait profiles do you have right now?
14.
14.
Yep.
Do you have one in mind that is absolutely your next one, or is that just going to be a game time decision when you get ready to go buy a mold?
It'll just be a game time decision. I try to right now. I'm trying to stick to bait profiles that you don't really see.
Yeah.
And a lot of places you can find these molds like that from just small people making them instead of like big places who CNC machines.
So like
and stuff.
Angling AI and the big guys.
Yeah. Yep. See, like a lot of people, the Angling AIs, a lot of people use those, so all the baits look the same. And which I do have some Angling AIs. There's nothing wrong. I love them.
Yeah.
And but I try to stick to smaller companies. That way, I can come out with a profile. I can make a profile that somebody's like, "Oh, I hadn't seen that one yet," which was the case with the Jackrabbit.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
I haven't seen very many of those.
Yeah.
I feel like the Jackrabbit will have its time.
Me
I'm just
too.
not
Me
sure with all these new crazy creatures coming out. I feel like that needs to pass, and people are going to come back to the beaver style. And then I don't know, the Jackrabbit is probably the coolest beaver style out there right now.
Oh, I agree. And I catch fish with it. It's probably one of my favorite flipping baits. And between the knuckle, I thought the knuckle dragger was my favorite. And I started throwing the Jackrabbit a lot. And it catches them. I just don't think it's come across the right people yet.
Right.
The underwater footage of that thing with the tails just kind of dancing on their own, it's unreal.
Yeah, it's definitely a cool bait.
Yeah, I think that's it. Like I said, I appreciate you changing plans and hopping on here.
No problem at all.
At a and short notice.
Really short notice, like the shortest notice you could
shortest
possibly
notice
get.
possible. It was like, hey, you want to jump up? And you were kind
I
enough
don't
to come
mind.
up here and do that. So appreciate you hanging out. I think I got some pizza waiting on me, so I'm gonna help in here and go have that. But
oh god, I gotta stand behind you behind the boat tomorrow. I'm not
you're
looking
gonna have
forward to
fun with
that.
yeah.
Those barking spiders are gonna be out like crazy.
Oh yeah. The Arkansas barking spider.
Are you? One last question: are you born and raised in North Carolina, or did you transplant there? Born and raised?
Nope, born and raised. Yep.
Awesome.
All right.
Love it here. Don't plan on leaving.
Yeah. What is your what's the biggest lake near you?
What do you mean near me? As far as how far?
Like the biggest well-known body of water that's closest to you.
It's gonna be Bugs Island, Kerr Lake.
Bugs Island. Okay.
Yeah, it stretches between North Carolina and Virginia.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a massive lake.
I used to live in Virginia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I lived in Bluefield, Virginia for a long time. It was actually like 10 miles from where TK lives.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he had family that lived on my road. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But there's other lakes, the other popular lakes. You know, I was talking to you the other day about clear water deep lakes.
Right.
And there's one near me. It's called Blues Lake, and 10 foot of water, you can see straight down to the bottom of it. And I for some reason, I don't know why, but I love fishing that deep clear water.
I mean, it's all about what you grow up with and where you have success. I mean, I think a lot of fishing is confidence. And
oh yeah,
a lot 100%. Of the people, like me, I go to a lake and I can see the bottom in 20 foot of water. My confidence level automatic is like down here.
Yeah.
And whereas you're like, heck yeah, let's go. And that's me when I go in somewhere and it's like flooded and muddy, and the bushes on the bank are flooded. I'm like, yep, it's about to go down. That's
when my confidence goes down.
Yeah.
When I see that, I'm like, man, I probably should have just stayed at the house.
Yeah, unless it's below like 50 degrees, well, 40. Unless the water's below 45 degrees, I love it when it's muddy.
Yeah.
But Hank Parker said it best. I'm a finesse guy. You can fish muddy water and you can fish cold water, but if it's cold muddy water, best just stay home.
Oh yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah,
I can agree with that.